A lot of people throw out there, I want to be an account executive one day, and I feel like you don't really understand the day-to-day of it and the responsibility and stress that comes with it as well. Same thing with the BDR function. I've made a couple videos on the reality of being a BDR and the stress that comes with it, but being an account executive, yes, you get paid more, but there is a lot more stress that comes with it. My name is Lucas Arellano. If you don't know me, I landed a job in tech sales as a BDR without going to college or having experience, and now I am an account executive, and I teach people how to follow in their footsteps so they can be in my shoes one day, because I needed a mentor like myself and I didn't have one. I had to figure it out the hard way. Actually, shout out to Matt McNamara. One of my clients showed me one of his videos. It's like, oh, look at this video. He's talking about being an enterprise AE. Would you still want to do that? And my answer is yes. But made me think like, oh, it'd be really important for people to understand the reality of being an account executive before breaking into the industry. So it really also comes down to what's your 10-year plan, right? Is your plan to become a BDR and make so much money for the first 2 years, then quit and go into some other investment portfolio or whatever? Amazing. Is your 10-year plan to be an enterprise account executive? Amazing. Start at the end, work backwards, and know what you're getting into so that you know this is really what you want to do. I have a completely free guide in the link below so you can see that I know what I'm talking about when you start landing interviews, and you can actually have access to me. It has a bunch of people in there, like I believe 500 people, a free guide on how to land interviews, how to get through them, and then like once a month I'll have training, so I'll see you in there hopefully. When I first got promoted to account executive about 9 months ago, it feels like, I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but like maybe when you meet somebody new or find something new, you feel like it's your saving grace. Like, this is what I've been waiting for my whole life. This is gonna make me happy. This is going to get me out. And then reality sinks in and you're like, okay, wait, nothing's really changed. It's still up to me to save myself. I had that reality hit me my first month after being an account executive, because when you get promoted, it depends on what org you're coming from, but oftentimes you're still responsible for sourcing your own deals. So I'm very much a BDR today. I'm still cold calling or else I won't have a pipeline. So when you're BDR, you have a meeting quota, qualified attended meeting quota, which is you have to book a certain number of qualified meetings where the prospect shows up, it's attended and they're qualified and there's a real opportunity there to move forward. So that's your meeting quota. And that alone could be stressful, especially for an entry-level rep. I have to call enough people. I have to get them into meetings, make sure that people I'm calling are the right people. And when you're an account executive, I still have that quota, but now I'm responsible for getting a certain amount of contracts per month, which yields a certain amount of revenue. And revenue and contracts aren't nearly as directly controllable as qualified attended meetings. You make more calls, you call a better list at the right time of day, more people pick up, more meetings are booked. To get more revenue, to get more contracts, there's a lot of things that happen that aren't verbally said. Let me put it this way. When I was a BDR and I'd see my AE run discovery meetings, I think it's a walk in the park. Talk through a couple slides, sign a contract, anyone could do that. But once you're actually in the role, you realize that you can have a plan. My coworker just told me this today. It's like a quarterback. You go under the center and you're looking at the defense, you gotta call audibles and make the right decision very quick. And in order to get a prospect to trust that what you're saying is correct, that you're in their best interest and you don't just care about your commission structure, and having the ability to consult with them, ask the hard, awkward questions without burning the trust, and then come up with a solution and set up a next call is very hard. And a lot of times, if you're just pushing for that next call and you don't build that relationship with them or gain their trust, they're gonna ghost you. And when they ghost you, there's no way to really see why they ghosted you, because it's so rare that someone will be like, nah, you were my trust when you asked me that question, and that's why I didn't move forward. So yeah, the base pays a bit higher, the commission's a lot better, but there's a lot more stress. And if you can't deal with the stress from the BDR function, consider that before accepting the promotion or looking for a promotion. Now, would I not be an account executive for the amount of stress that I had to deal with? Absolutely not. I love my job. And it's the same thing as being in the BDR function. When I first started as a BDR, it took like 2 or 3 months to build the mental resilience in order to know I just have to call more people. I'll book meetings eventually. I might have a bad week, but I'll have a good one next week. It's hard to deal with that at first. And when I got promoted to account executive, it was the exact same thing, just a little longer of a window. It was more of a 6-month window of, okay, I had a bad month, I'm gonna have a great month now. Okay, I'm having a great month, I might have a bad month soon. And being able to keep the mental stability, it just comes with practice. But when you first get hired as a BDR, it's stressful as hell because like other people might be booking meetings and you might not be, and you start telling yourself, I can't do this, maybe I'm not cut out for this, but just keep working hard. Don't let rejection get to you, and you will get there, and just know what you're getting into. So now when you walk in your BDR role after hearing me talk about this, you're gonna expect the stress, you're gonna expect a good month, expect a bad month. If you keep inputs consistent, then the outcomes tend to average out over time. So just know what you're expecting. Matt McNamara talked about being an enterprise account executive, and he just expected it to be a lot similar to his commercial role, and it wasn't. And that's where the shock came from. So I'm here to tell you, absolutely love my job. I highly advise you to become an account executive if you love sales, but just be ready for the mental roller coaster, the added responsibility, and know what to expect going into it. And make sure you have the right tools, and the company that you're going to knows how to train up account executives. And I'll end it on that, on this last little segment. If your goal is to become an enterprise AE, you're gonna have to work up from BDR to commercial BDR to enterprise BDR to commercial account executive, or I'm sorry, SMB account executive to commercial account executive to enterprise account executive. It's a lot of promotions. You better make sure that the company you're going to has a proven track record of people they've promoted from BDR, SMB BDR, small medium business BDR, up to enterprise BDR, back down to commercial AE, up to enterprise AE. Because if they don't, then don't expect them to do that with you. You wanna make sure if you wanna be AE in the long run, the company you get into as a BDR is very good at bringing AEs on that either have minimal experience and lifting them up and training them, or being able to promote BDRs with no closing experience and training them up to be top performers. It also helps that there's other top performers there that you can learn from. But onboarding and training is a really big deal because not everyone learns the same, not everyone can get taught the same, and you want to make sure that they understand that. So with that said, thanks for listening to me ramble. I'll see you next Saturday. God bless your job hunt, and feel free to check out the community link below with a free guide on how to get into sales that I followed to land my job.